Break some veins!
Hi everyone, Paul, I Sam. Welcome to the At the Bench update. So, what have we been up to this week? Well, as I said in the last video, I was going to try and start build an aircraft, and I showed you that Italieri Hasegawa P51 Reeboks. I started it, I got all the cockpit done, weathered, built, painted, the log, got it in the fuselage, got the fuselage halves closed up. No real problem there. I did comment on that day that it didn't go together like the other kits I've built. I built that kit twice, once in an Italieri box and once in a Hasi box. And it just didn't feel quite right. I got all the fuselage together, clamped it, left it to dry. Thought while I'm doing this, I'll get the wing sections done and just dry fit them, test fit them. One fitted like a glove, perfect wing route. The other one looked like this, which is just crazy. I've no idea what was causing it, so the way to rectify that is to pack under the wing. It must have been a mismoulded part or something happened, I don't know what. But normally there I'd pack some plastic card under the wing to push it up to the wing route. Doing that though left the leading edge short by a good couple of mil. So I couldn't really see any way of fixing it. We're trying to build this as a Mojo builder. I decided to box it. I actually returned it to Amazon, if I'm honest, and I got a refund as well. I sent it back as not fit for purpose, and I did get a refund, fair play to them. Just something not quite right with that kit. I don't know what, but like I said, because I'm trying to get the Mojo going and keep the interest from waning kind of thing, I thought this is no good. So I had a good think about it. I thought, right, love the P51, love all the natural metal finished birds of World War II, the P47, P51 especially. So I bought a P51 in 32nd scale from Tamiya, and a very kind friend of mine sent me this to build too. They sent me the Dottie May P47, which is the Hasegawa 32nd scale kit with Edwards resin, photo etch, cartograph decals, a nice print in there, all sorts of stuff. Lovely, lovely kit. And yeah, thanks a lot, buddy. Really appreciated and means a lot as well, mate. So I thought, right, this has arrived first. It actually arrived on Saturday morning. I got the Alpha finish that you can see behind me there, and I thought, right, I'm going to crack on and get this built, and let's see what we can do. So I've started it. We'll go overhead in a minute. I only started last night, so the cockpit's been basically readied as instructions for painted. I'm ready to do a bit more work on it today. So I only just started, but I'll still go through and show you. I've got a book, I've got some decals to show as well, and we'll have a good look at that. So hopefully we can get this done. There's a few other bits I'm thinking about into it. I'm thinking about in HGW's positive rivets, which are the decal rivets that go on top. They look fantastic, they really do, but they're not cheap. It's 40 quid for the set, or you can buy it as a set for £56 with the belts, the mast set, the dry stencils, and something else, can't remember now. And I'm probably going to add the master barrels to this as well. So I'm going to order those today. Hopefully they get here midweek, and we'll see how we get on. But the rivets look great. Now, the Trumpy kit's got the rivets a little bit overscale from what I've heard. This one isn't fully riveted. So I think adding them add a bit of detail to it and make it look a little bit better too. Other thing I finished as well is the Alpha. So we'll pop some pics up now, have a little chat about that. I've got a new phone as well. I've got both cameras on today. I've got the webcam on and I've got the phone on. I've got a new phone and the pictures are a lot narrower than it used to be. It depends which footage of I think is best. If you watch it on the webcam, you'll see all the display case over here and everything else, all the my bench over this side. If you watch it on the phone, you're going to see a little bit of display case here and a little bit of the bench. It's a lot narrower field of view on it. But I've got both running, and we'll see which one I prefer when I come to edit. So if it looks different, that's why. So yeah, the Alfa Romeo Tamiya's 24 scale kit. Lovely kit, went together great. My Mojo was slacking a little bit on because I was ill while building it. And it probably took me, can't remember how long now, about 12 days to build in top, which is nearly double the length of time it normally does. Nothing with the kit, just me. My energy was lacking, and I just didn't feel like, working all day on it. I'd do bits and bobs and leave it alone. But great kit. The only problem is the engine bay cover doesn't quite fit properly, and they need glue and shut to fit perfect. Now, I didn't really go to town on the engine on this. I left it as is. I've got another one. I've got a full white metal engine from Top Studio, I think it is. So I've got another 5 of these to build. I've got the Martini, the Bosch one. I've got a Castrol one. I've got a few other decal schemes. Loads to do. So one of them I'll try and super detail up a little bit and make it look a bit more interesting. And I'll probably leave the engine cover off that one. I built 2 of it on, so we'll super detail the other one. So didn't really do a lot on the engine. Literally painted it up in the base colours and left it be, because you're not going to see it at all. It's just one of those things. So this was primed in UMP yellow primer. I tried it for a change. I actually think it darkened the orange a little bit too much. Only by a shade, so I'll probably go back to white in future. I then use Zero Paint's Jägermeister orange. The Kit Carcraft decals went on no bother at all. I had a set of the Taboo supplement decals for the Shell and Michelin markings, which I added to. Wheels were painted in TS26 Tamiya. Didn't clear coat the wheels because I think the wheels look a bit odd clear coated, so I've not clear coated those for quite some time. The boot spoiler, side skirts, etc. were painted in LP5 semi-gloss black. They need Tamiya lacquer paints. I then Pro Range 2K cleared it. We flatted it with 12,000 micro mesh and polished it with the Tamiya polishing sponges, which I keep forgetting to use. Use them this time, and they work fantastic. This is one of the best shines I've had, and those polishing sponges are really forgiving. I really went to town on a polishing job on this because I added an extra 2K coat on this. I hit it with 2K, the normal coats. I sprayed them a bit further away this time. I'm just tweaking things as I go, and it looked a bit odd. So the next couple of days later, I flatted it back and re-2K'd it. So I knew there was loads of meat of 2K on this one. So I really went to town polishing it up using the Novus and the Tamiya finish compound as well, and gave it a little bit of a wax up. And this is, yeah, definitely one of the nicest, deepest 2Ks I've got on a car, and it looks really, really good. I added some belts to the interior, and other than that, it's completely out of the box by the decals. Lovely kit, it looks great, and it's another Jägermeister to add to my collection. Run out of Jägermeisters now. I think I've got 2 more to do. I've got a nice Porsche 934 from Revel that David sent me, cheers buddy, and I've got a 320 BMW from Tamiya to do, and I think that's all the Jägermeisters out of my collection done. Pretty sure it is. So I have to have a look around, see what the decals I can find. But great kits, highly recommend them. They're out of production for most of the part now, so if you want one, grab them while you can, because they're getting harder and harder to find. But lovely kit, went really well. So yeah, the F1 build, I haven't got any pictures yet, so I've not got them for today. I actually forgot to put the post up. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to put a post up on ISM. If you took part and you've got finished pictures, pop them in here, and I'll show them on a little bit of a talk through next time on the next bench update. I forgot last week, a bit of a busy week, and I will do it for the next bench update, I promise. So there we go. Right, so let's go overhead. Let's have a look at the P47 and some of the bits and bobs I've got for it too. Right, okay, so the P47, as you see, there's all the cockpit parts on their spraying sticks, primed in UMP black primer, and then painted in Mr. Colour H302, which is supposedly the correct FS colour, simulating the dark dull green specific to the P47. We've got the photo etched seat, which is a very nice little seat I had to build up yesterday. That's come out really well. We removed any panels that needed removing for the photo etch. It'll be going on later on today. We're going to detail some parts, we'll give it a wash. There's a couple of parts still need painting, and yeah, it's coming along well. It looks a nice kit. It's got some nice photo etch in there for like the cockpit and what have you, as you can see, and a nice big sheet for the exterior details, engine, etc. We've also got the fuselage halves together, so you can see the size of this thing. It's a big old bird. And it fits together beautiful. Hopefully there are no fit issues on this one, but it goes together well. A little bit of photo etch detail added on the side rail in there, and again primed UMP black and given a base coat of that dark dull green as well. So lovely there. So with the seat belts, I don't know whether to go for these, which are the ones we sell at UMP, which are very nice. They're paper. Don't discount that though. I've used them before on the raid and they looked absolutely superb. Or to use the photo etch ones that come from Edouard. Now, the problem with the photo etch ones is they always look too rigid because of what they are. And I've found before when you're trying to bend them into shape or, you know, round corners, the paint tends to crack on top. So I think I might go for the paper ones. I get 2 sets in here, so I can use 1 set on the P51 when I build that later on. And they stain really well. They look great. Honestly, they're brilliant for the money. They're so cheap to buy. They look really well. But I will also get a set of HGWs, which are again fantastic, with my positive rivet set. Don't know. Problem with that is I have to wait for that, and I'll probably be past that point. So I'm probably going to go for the paper ones. That's what we're going to do. Now, with the decal scheme, a couple of things. I bought some books. I got a P47 in action. It is the Razorback, but it's the same aircraft basically, just with a different canopy. Some really nice reference pictures in there. So I'll have to look through that later on. That was only 11 quid on Amazon. And a long time ago, I bought this book off Amazon again as well. It's from Kajiro. It's P47 in the US Air Force in MTO, Asia and Pacific Theatre. And I bought this because it's a great reference book for a start. Some absolutely fantastic pictures in there. It's a really nice reference, mostly in black and white, but still some very nice reference pictures. But you also get a nice decal sheet as well. So you get 3 sets of decals in 32nd, 48th and 72nd scale. And this was £12 from Amazon Prime. You can still get it if you shop around. I don't know if it's still on Prime, but you can find it. And the cartograph decals as well. I mean, 12 quid for a book and a set of decals. No stencils, but obviously I've got those with the kit, so that's not the end of the world. And on the back, you get your call outs. So you get Passionate Patsy. You also get, let me have a look. This is the one I'm going to do. So we've got Schmitzy Mercedes. I'm probably butchering that name, but this is it. So it's got a fighting chicken, a red ring on the cowling, some yellow markings on the rear part of the cowling, yellow tail band and yellow bands on the wings as well. Looks like an olive drab anti-glare strip, and I just think that's a great looking scheme, that one. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what I've picked. I like the contrasting colours. I just like that fighting chicken as well. I think it's very cool. You also get is it Cheeky Boy? Cheek Baby, sorry. There we go. Another nice one as well. A little bit plainer than the other one, pardon the joke. And then you get a P51 Razorback marking. Let me have a look. Can't see the name on that one, but it's got a card trick. Should I see the aircraft's name? Topper. I think it is. Yeah, I think it is called Topper. That's a nice scheme as well. And then that one on the back page, Passionate Patsy, which again is another nice one. We've got a white tail on this one with red stripes, and that's a really pretty one as well. And a yellow background to the nose art there as well. Very cool, that one. So yeah, a great book, well worth the money. Let's have a quick look through. And yeah, beautiful. Go on Amazon, see if you can find it. If not, have a Google for it. Kajiro P47 Thunderbolt with the US Air Force. And very nice book. So there we go. So that's the scheme we're going to do. That's where we're at with the thing. Let's go back to me. Right, so there we go. As you can see, I've got started well on the P47. Quite a bit of work done to it last night to get it primed and painted. Going to do some more work on it today. Once we're caught up on that, I'm going to crack on with another car build, which I'll talk about in a second. Undecided about the belts to use in the P47 yet, whether to use the PE, those paper ones we sell at UMP, or the HGWs that are probably going to come with my rivet set. Undecided. I'll see what catches my fancy at the time, and we'll see how we get on. But car build next, I'm going to do a Tamiya R32 Skyline. I'm going to do the Castrol one that I've got. I've actually got the HKS car, but I've got the Castrol decals and the rims for that car. And I've always wanted to build it. I think it's a pretty car, so I'm going to build that. Sam is currently building a Sea King as well. He's building a helicopter. Seems to be enjoying it as well, which is great. Hence me building a plane as well, because we're both kind of just switching up a little bit for the minute, which is good for the mojo. So hopefully Sam will get that built, and we'll see a helicopter, which it looks a great kit as well. It really does. Once I get going with the car, I'm going to go back to the YZR 500 bike. I actually decanted and tested a load of TS metal colours the other day. Quite an interesting result, because some of them just look identical. Completely different colour, and they look identical. But I've got them there as a reference, and I plan to do the same I've sprayed them on spoons. I plan to do the same with all the Extremes and the Alclads and Super Moppy Metallics. So I've got a reference to see what they all look like. So yeah, it's always handy to have. A bit laborious and boring to do, but it's an instant reference that you can keep forever. I've got loads of spoons pre-painted in colours, and you just grab the spoon and use it as an instant reference. They're very, very handy. So there we go. Not much else to talk about, really. No, that's it. So we're done. As always, check out International Scale Model Facebook page and forum. Check out the Modelling Hangout group, which I'll talk about in a second. Check out the Live the Bench page. umpretail.com. Head on over there. We've got a brand new starter mega pack now. Trying to think what it was called. Which is one of every one of our sanders at a reasonable price. So head over to the site and have a look at that. All the links are in the description down below. And check out my Paul ISM modelling page on Facebook, where all my work is shared. If you've got any questions or comments, pop them in the comments down below. Give us a thumbs down. If you're not subbed to us, give us a subscription and hit the little bell to get notifications. And of course, say hello, any comments, whatever. I tried to reply to everybody. I've got to go back last week and reply to people because it's just been a little bit slacking with the old mojo. So I'm going to go back and do that in a minute. Modelling Hangout group, getting inundated with spammers, either women who think it's a modelling page, which it's not, or we're getting the most random people from the far reaches of the world joining the group who are blatantly spammers and fake profiles, and I'm getting 4 or 5 a day. There's like nearly 400 people on that page, and we see about 10 of you in the Hangout, so obviously not everybody's planning to join, so I'm probably going to start a new group, and obviously if you want to join you have to come over and rejoin. So keep an eye out on the page. If I do it, I might do it later on today, because getting rid of the spammers is just becoming a bit boring now. So keep an eye out for that and coming over. If you're not joining Off Air Hangout, come and join us. It's good fun. We got Mark in yesterday. It was good to meet him for the first time. And hopefully we'll see him again. And yeah, come on over, say hello, and come and join us and do a little bit of modelling. So there we go. Thanks for watching today. I'll catch you all next time. Bye bye.